Hey you guys, welcome to your weekend edition Love and General reading. This is for the element of water. So if you're Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising, these messages are for the weekend of October 7th through the 9th, 2022. So I want to thank you guys for all your love and support. Please keep in mind these are general, so they may or may not resonate. But hopefully you get some clarity. Also, if you're wanting to book a personal or private reading, be sure to email me for a price list if you don't already have it. If you're wanting to reach me by phone, make sure you're registered at Bill Per Call. Request your callback. If I don't get back to you that day, I'll get back to you within a 7-day time frame. Also, be sure to check me out on Patreon for monthly Venus sign readings, and check me out on TikTok. Okay, so we have the overall energy as the Queen of Pentacles. We've got the Seven of Swords. We have the Eight of Wands. We've got the Devil, the Hierophant, Page of Pentacles, Five of Swords, and Nine of Wands. Okay, so overall energies. I feel that there is someone who may be snooping on you or spying, trying to find out information about you for whatever reason. It could be a background check if you're applying for a new job. It also could be just a love interest, trying to see what you're up to. Are you single? Could be an ex, but it does seem like there is someone trying to find out some sort of information about you, and this person also may be going around asking questions. You also may be yourself trying to strategize or trying to find out some sort of information. You possibly could be avoiding someone or trying to play it cool. I'm getting to that someone is not who they seem to be. I feel like someone is like a wolf in sheep's clothing, and I don't know who it is. Might be somebody's pastor, might be a neighbor. Somebody is not who you think they are, and I think you also maybe need to watch who you hang with, watch who you share information with. Someone also could be trying to get information in regards to your finances. In a work situation, I feel that someone may be trying to get information about, I feel like they are potentially stealing your ideas, especially depending on what type of work environment you're in. It seems like maybe someone could be stealing your ideas and claiming them as their own. If you're supposed to be in a committed relationship, somebody is hiding something. It could be you, it could be your love interest, but I feel like somebody is trying to get away without getting caught. They're definitely kind of pushing the envelope. I almost feel like somebody is doing something so dangerously close that it may be some sort of rush or thrill to get caught. It's like just being that close to being exposed. And I don't know where this story or image is coming from, but that's what I'm getting. I don't know exactly what's happening. It's almost like somebody has somebody, I don't know, it's like they're doing something in your face, or you are doing this. And it could be to incite some sort of jealousness or envy. If you feel like you aren't getting the attention that you deserve, or they feel that way, somebody could be just acting out and really just doing the most in front of your face. Yeah. I feel like somebody also may be trying to throw somebody in somebody's face. So, like, if somebody's ex were around, maybe this is you just run into an ex and they're introducing you to somebody that they're with. I don't know. I just kind of feel like maybe somebody's trying to throw somebody in their face. I feel like somebody is trying to push your buttons, and somebody is maybe trying to even be manipulative. Definitely seems like you might have a manipulative energy around you. Somebody may intentionally be trying to make you feel insecure or like you need them. Maybe you're in a relationship that you want to get out of, and every time you start to show a little bit of confidence, this person does something to belittle you, or they do something, I don't know, where you just feel like you need them, and maybe you're making a mistake and you don't know what you're doing. So yeah, just kind of be cautious about that. You also may find yourself being tempted by temptation in some way, shape, or form. It could be diet. Maybe you are needing to stay away from sugar. Maybe you're needing to stay away from salt. Maybe you said you were going to be vegan. You know, whatever is going on, I feel that something is like right in your face and you're like, oh, you know, I can't eat it, or I'm trying not to eat it. Why are you eating that in front of me? So I feel like some of you are being tempted in regards to diet. You also may be tempted in regards to any type of habit that you're trying to break. Maybe you are hanging around smokers. Everybody's smoking around you, dropping butts around you, and you're like, why are they, you know, I feel like picking up one of those butts, and, you know, someone just wants to smoke just to get that edge off. So I don't know. I just kind of feel like you are surrounding yourself in an environment that may be unhealthy for you if you're trying to break some sort of a bad habit. If you're trying to be loyal or faithful, you know, it's like you definitely might be in a position where you feel backed into a corner. You're like, oh my God, you know, this person all up on me. They too close to me, and this person knows I want them. Like something's going on where I do feel like maybe someone is being, their loyalty could be tested as well. Yeah. So, I mean, I kind of feel like good luck, because it's like, I feel like somebody is like, I don't know what to do. I'm cornered here. You also might be wondering if there's anybody that has your back. There could be suspicious people around you. If someone has any type of mental disorder, it is possible that maybe someone is being very paranoid and seeing things and feeling like people are out to get you or them, whoever this is. It's a very suspicious behavior, but it seems like it's unhealthy, or, you know, related to some sort of health issue. And I'm also seeing like self-sabotage. Like somebody is self-sabotaging themselves. If it's not you, then it's somebody around you or a love interest. But I feel like somebody is self-sabotaging themselves. I do keep feeling like somebody is pushing an envelope. Like, let's say at work, you know that there's a strict, you know, policy about being back from lunch at a certain time, and you just keep on coming in late, or you keep doing something to see how far and you can take it until somebody calls you out or punishes you. Now, of course, going into that, some of you just might be into some form of S&M, and it could be some sort of role playing, and, you know, maybe someone is wanting to be punished. You know, maybe someone is wanting to be dominated, or, you know, just something in regards to that kink. Someone might be into kink, and I might be picking up on that energy too. Matter of fact, it does look like maybe someone could be like this professional person, or they have that really lofty persona, and behind closed doors or after work, this person is going into some sort of place where they can get whipped or just something. It may not be that extreme, but it still feels like someone has like a dual personality. They're not very innocent. Yeah. Definitely could be dealing with an earth sign, especially Capricorn or Taurus. I also feel that, okay, I'm hearing like sweetest taboo. So I feel that you could get involved in a situation that is like really juicy, or something is just really taboo about it. Especially too if there is some sort of age gap between people. I kind of feel like something's going on where, I don't know, it just seems tempting. And this is exactly what this person wants, though. And maybe too, there is a bit of rebellion from somebody. Maybe someone intentionally does things to have people look at them a certain way, or just to, what do you call it? Cause like incite conversation or anger or whatever. I just feel like maybe someone is doing something to get some sort of reaction out of people. Yeah. I also kind of feel that one person might be shy and the other person is just like really forward, or seductive, and maybe someone is kind of playing that to their advantage, and it's just like, oh, you shy, come here. And I kind of feel like maybe somebody is intentionally trying to seduce someone. Somebody may be trying to bring out your bad side, or vice versa. Just like if you tell people like, oh, I don't drink because, when I drink, or when I get that liquor in my body, I start blah, 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 and this person's like, oh, okay, just take a sip. Let's take a sip. Like, I kind of feel like somebody is intentionally trying to bring out your dark side. Okay, if you were looking for work, or if you had some sort of interview, it does seem like you're going to get hired, but something's going on where, I don't know, there's some sort of heavy restrictions, or maybe it turns out that the job requires more from you than you anticipated. And it also could be like a lot of petty people around your job. It might be people that are questioning why or how you got a position. Especially if you're a new person coming in, they're like, oh, they didn't hire from within the company. Like, I don't know, it's anything. Like, people might be questioning why you were chosen for something. I feel like people are questioning that. Even in regards to a relationship, I feel that people may give your relationship a hard time. People are not going to get it. I just kind of feel like people are like, why? Why would you pick that person? And also relationship wise, like I know earlier I was picking up about somebody maybe doing something deceptive, lying, manipulating. What I'm also getting is that in general, you could be, going into some sort of commitment, but this person could be, it is a lot of heavy karma that needs to be resolved. I feel like this person comes with a lot, or they're going to be a handful. It's not going to be an easy relationship. Something about it might be very complicated. You might think that you're ready for it, and then you start to get cold feet. You're like, did I make the right choice? I don't know if I can handle being in a relationship with this person. I knew what I was getting into, but I don't know. I feel like something's going on where the relationship starts to feel overbearing or overwhelming in a sense. But it does seem like you could be about to enter a commitment if you're not already in one. And whoever comes into your life, it seems like it may be something long term. There's probably some sort of lesson that needs to be learned. Even if you're tired of lessons and you feel like there's nothing else for you to learn, there's always something for you to learn. And so I kind of feel like something's happening where, it's time for you to learn some sort of a lesson. Now, for some of you, this is about like exploring like a darker side of yourself, or like your shadow side, things about yourself that you try to suppress or you don't want to take ownership of. Like you don't want that to be a part of you, but in a sense it is. Yeah, I feel like you're trying to push this energy away. And you also might feel like, oh my God, who did I get involved with? This person was so shy and sweet looking, and they're actually very possessive and controlling. Hopefully, you guys, this is more so like some sort of role playing. Oh, goodness. Okay, seeing some of these energies together is coming off as some sort of hatred or love-hate. The hatred part. It might be more so of an outside thing. It could go either way, but it could be, like I said, if you're in a relationship and people don't get it, then you might get like a lot of hate from people who see you together with this person or know you're with this person. Especially too if, it is about racism, or, somebody's parents or family is like, I want you to stay in our race. Like, what are you doing? It definitely could be that, and getting a lot of hatred from your would-be in-laws. And then for some of you, yeah, I don't know, it could be the person that you're dealing with is just dark and manipulative and you didn't expect it. And then too, like sometimes people are a manifestation of, like I was saying, a dark part of yourself, but it could be like something's going on within you that you don't realize. Like, let's say deep down you're miserable or depressed or angry. You know, just something. It's something that's going on within you that this person is displaying. You know, and that's basically what it is. You might on a surface level feel like, but I'm happy and I'm this and I'm that. And this person is super miserable. It may be something like maybe they're representing a part of your life that you're not happy about. It could be anything. You know, I always try, when I get in situations like that, I always try to relate it on like, what is spirit trying to show me, or what is my over self trying to show me by putting me with this person or in this situation that I don't like. You know, it's something. And, you know, sometimes I feel like there may be something that you're needing to learn from, you know, being connected with this person, even if it is not the best experience. Something else I was getting. Now, also, if it is not on a physical level, it might be something more metaphysical where you feel like there's a bad energy or spirit in your home. And in that case, yeah, you probably do need to, you know, do some saging or cleansing your space, whichever way you know how. Yeah, and I'm hearing something about vinegar. So I guess depending on, you know, what you read or research in regards to your spiritual path, maybe something has to do with like vinegar, some sort of vinegar cleansing or vinegar bath, or like wiping your floors down with it. But yeah, it does seem like if it is not an actual person, it may be a spirit. But even if it's a spirit, that energy can sometimes attach to you and feed off of you. And so you've got to get that spirit out of your home. You've got to take your power back. Now, I also feel like somebody is very upset, angry, or depressed, and they're acting out. They might be taking it out on you. And I still feel like you're needing to, you know, set that person straight or set some sort of boundaries with that person. Because it does kind of seem like maybe somebody could be trying to lash out on you because of something else going on in their life, or use you as some sort of a verbal punching bag or something. I feel like those of you on a spiritual path that try to avoid things dealing with darkness, like that is still part of your learning experience. And I feel like you're being asked to confront something that you consider to be dark. Everybody has their perspective of darkness. So whatever your current boundaries are, I'm feeling like you're meant to like push that boundary. Now, what I mean by that, let's say just a quick example. There's some literature, and in this literature is talking about something about sacrifices or something, or what some tribe did, and it's a whole book about it. And you're like, oh, that book, that's a dark energy book. I don't want to read that book. I stay away. I'll keep that away from my energy. Which is understandable. Don't get me wrong, but I just feel like something is kind of telling you like you can't be afraid of it, because when you're afraid of it, that's how it attacks you. That's how it feeds off of you. So if you confront it, then you know that energy, it can't have your power. These negative energies prey off of fear. And I feel that if you allow yourself to be susceptible to fear, then they're going to bother you. They're gonna be fucking with you. So you're gonna have to at some point like understand, you gotta understand how they operate so that you can protect yourself. It's not about you like suddenly like dancing in the forest dark naked. You know, it's just like it's just about you understanding how certain things operate so that you can protect yourself. Yeah. I mean, even if someone is new to spirituality and somebody is talking about, you know, making moon water and using it for, you know, spells, or, you know, somebody might be like, what? Like, that's moon water. That's evil. You know, it could be anything like that. It's like whatever level you are at, and you're curious about something, but you're like, oh, I don't want it to consume me. I feel like you need to understand something. Now, something also could be going on where you don't really seem to trust a fire sign, or you feel threatened by this person. Maybe it's an ex and somebody that want to come back, but you know how they are, or you know what they did last time. They're probably still that same way, but they're just trying to lure you in. Unfortunately, I am getting something about childhood abuse with someone's father, and not wanting to talk about it or deal with that, just kind of like pretending. And that's another thing about confronting the darkness too. It's like, make certain things, it's like you don't want to bring that up, but it's like, no, that needs to be brought up so that you can heal, or you can stop letting that fear consume you and control you. So, and somebody also could be dangling that fear over your head. They're like, you know, I got this over you, so I know you're gonna be good. I know you're not gonna blah blah blah. It's in a form, it is kind of like a form of blackmail. You might feel like you're in that type of situation. But yeah, I was getting something about someone's father in childhood. I don't know if they were abusive, you know, verbally or sexually, or if they witnessed something in regards to their father being abusive to the mother, and has a fear that they are going to be that way as well in their relationships, and maybe is a reason why they're not wanting to get too close to somebody, because they think they're going to be like their abuser. Okay, that was, I don't know who that's for, but that just kind of like started coming out. All right, let's pull some energy cards. All right. What are their messages for water signs? Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising for this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Additional messages. We have the Thinking Woman, Journey, the Thinking Man, overall energy, anxiety. Okay, so something does seem like it's giving you anxiety about what you read, or you don't want to read something because you're worried about, you know, opening Pandora's box, or, you know, but I feel that something is going to give you some sort of understanding, some sort of clarity. I feel that you are going to be very very researchy this weekend. Like, there are things that you feel like looking into or studying about for clarity and understanding. I kind of feel too like some sort of truth is going to be revealed to you. If a person, I feel that maybe someone is, you're able to have like some sort of intellectual conversations with someone, or you're dealing with someone who's very philosophical, very unusual, eccentric, or out there. There also may be a fear of being able to talk to this person, maybe, or intimidated. But I feel like that's only in your head. And I do feel that something may be encouraging you to cross some sort of bridge. It's like time for you to move in the next onto the next level, basically. Yeah, I kind of feel like something's going on spiritually. Now, also, there seems to be some sort of anxiety about where to go. I don't know if you're about to move, relocate. It's like you're moving forward, and in a sense, it's like that fool's energy where you're in some sort of unknown territory. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know anything about where you're going. And so there's a anxiety about that, not knowing how to navigate where you are. And like I said, it might be literal, like you're moving somewhere, you don't know anything about this place, so you're nervous. You also just might be having some kind of anxiety because of some sort of synchronicities. I do feel like you're being guided. And something's going on where your logic is needed. I feel like your intuition is fine, but now something requires your logic. So you may be getting ready to make a decision based off of your logic and not necessarily what you feel. And it's possible you might feel torn between two people. Both people stimulate you in a way, so you are torn about which direction to go in. Yeah, so those are all the messages that I have for you guys, but hopefully some things resonate. Feel free to leave your feedback. Thank you guys for watching. Sending you love and grace.